So what's our count so far this morning?
You know, I was a little busy up forward with the Genoa, so I haven't looked at the
No, we've almost filled a page already.
Well, we were on 2 pages yesterday.
Yeah, true. So,
what was the last, we got a really good picture of that last orange ball that went by.
the last 3 or 4 orange balls that went by this morning. Well, it was, what, 3 orange and 2 black.
Yeah.
And, most of the stuff is fishing gear. Most of the stuff we're seeing is mostly all fishing gear.
The blue bins and the buckets.
Yeah, those blue laundry tubs. They use those for line tubs. And you know, the occasional. What we saw, only 1 jerry jug so far. Only 1 fuel can.
I'd probably put that down to a cruiser.
Probably. Yeah, maybe.
Something less than the life length that came undone.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It was so faded. It was yellow.
Been out here for a while. I think it might have been. It could have been any color. It could have been red. Could have been yellow at one time.
Yeah.
But it's white now, just like everything else. The only things that keep a color is if they're blue. If they're blue or green, they keep some color. But the red, yellow.
A small bit.
Not so small. But it's just yeah. What is that? It's like a piece of a lid, partial bin lid. That stuff breaks up, like that blue one we saw this morning. We saw half of it, and then like 15 seconds later, the other half came by with some line attached to it.
Well, compared to what 5 years ago, this is just amazing how much more stuff there is. It was 11:40.
Those small stuff. There's too much of that small stuff to record the time.
Well, that's only, I mean, we're only doing things about 12 inches for the bigger stuff. Nothing smaller than the size of your fist, because it's just too much.
You know, like fist size, or if it's flat, the size of a slice of bread, say.
Yeah.
And then smaller than that, we just ignore it. You know, like, I mean, we're surrounded by it all the time, so why even try it? We're doing nothing but marking off pieces of plastic.
Spend all day just marking bits on paper.
We're even getting the confetti stuff on deck. Didn't you find some confetti on deck this morning?
I found a piece this morning.
Little plastic, thumbnail-sized pieces.
Yep.
Another tiny piece over there. I'm not going to mark it down. Looks like just a piece of white plastic. It's everywhere.
So I don't know if this is tsunami stuff or if
I don't think so. Well, we're in the red zone according to the map. We're right in the middle of it now.
38.
We're 38 and change, and so we're actually in or near the North Pacific Gyre, the garbage patch, and we're also well into the heavy, the predicted debris field of the heavy debris of the tsunami.
Map was from June 1st.
That map was from June 1st.
I don't know how outdated really it's going to be.
I don't think it could move that much, though, really. So far this morning, what we've got? 1, 2, more than a dozen pieces of
well, we got
floats,
a late start. We didn't start till 9:30 too.
Yeah, we didn't start. We've only been counting for not even 2 hours. So, lots of stuff. I'm still looking for like a car.
You had a dream the other night.
I had a dream, yeah.
We've
been reading Zombie Wars. Reading Zombie Wars all day, and then I had that dream about
a little face plastered on the window.
Bumping it up against a partially submerged car. And whoa! Don't let the zombies out.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about the stuff that's out here.
There's nothing anybody can do. There's too much.
It's not like you can drive by in a boat and just drag a net and pick this stuff up. There's just too much.
What was it they were saying? Like hundreds of millions of tons, or certainly millions of tons. And it says on here somewhere, millions of tons of debris from the tsunami. And there was already millions of tons of stuff out here. But still, the bulk of it seems to be from commercial fishing. derelict nets and floats.
What
Most
do you
of
do
it.
about that too? I mean, the stuff's expensive, so it's not like the guys want.
No,
to
they're
lose
not just
it.
tossing it overboard. They do everything they can to retrieve it, but you know, the stuff breaks away and it drifts. And it's gone.
So what if they offered a reward? Do you think that would do anything? Like,
Who's going to offer a reward?
I don't know. Government.
The government? Yeah,
The
it's
fishing
great. Yeah,
industry.
sure.
Well, you know, everybody's talking about cleaning up, and somebody. I mean, I don't want the government regulating everything, but
If you're not careful, what's going to happen is the government will take the easiest target, which is recreational boaters, because we're not a big boating block, and they'll regulate us out of existence in the name of cleaning up the ocean. Oh, you can't take a boat across the ocean without a federal observer aboard.
Well, it's already illegal to dump.
It's $400 per diem or something.
It's already illegal to dump.
Already
the stuff
illegal to
anyway.
dump this stuff. It's already
But
illegal to dump it.
from personal experience, we've lost a couple of items just by accident. So
A water bottle and a bucket.
And a
We
bucket.
should have been more careful, and we will be more careful. We try not to bring this stuff aboard. What more can you do?
Well,
You're not allowed to toss anything plastic overboard. That means polypropylene rope, polyester rope sheets, sails, bags, sail bags, all that stuff. None of that is allowed to go in the water legally.
yeah.
And you know, heck, half the time you don't know if it's cotton or polyester. Cotton is okay, polyester is bad.
The blue bit.
What do we got here?
See it? Yeah. Blue.
Oh, yeah.
And 11:45.
That's too small.
But I mean, what can anybody do really besides just do what?
What we can do, you know what we can do is, for one thing, we can try to get manufacturers to stop using so much plastic packaging.
What, by writing and complaining?
Just stop buying the stuff. Just write, yeah, by writing and complaining. They will
like
respond.
tea bags, those tea bags.
Those tea bags. Why do you have individually plastic wrapped nylon mesh tea bags in a plastic package with a plastic wrapper on the outside? What happened to the box of paper tea bags?
The old boxes of Lipton's.
Yeah, all paper. You know,
Well, I think
with a cotton string. Now we bought those green teas.
we're kind of
You
stuck
can't
with
throw
all
the tea
garbage.
bags overboard because it's and the packet. Each one is in a plastic envelope. So none of it, everything has to be retained.
Everything has to retain.
And
Well,
you know, every bit of that stuff. There's
see,
another
that's made in
small
China.
bit.
Those are made in China.
Well, wherever they're made, stop buying them. Stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where they're made. If people stop buying them, they'll stop making them. Unfortunately, people don't think about that stuff. You know?
Well, not when you're in a home and you
No,
can just toss it in
everybody-
the garbage can and it's gone. You know, you toss it in the garbage can and it's gone, but it's
Yeah.
not because it ends up out here somehow.
Well, it's like on the cruise ships. You know, the cruise ships. You know, it's just like being in a house. Kind of. You throw your trash in a trash bin. The trash bin goes into a dumpster, and then down below decks where you can't see it, they dump the dumpster over the side.
Still
And
not
you know,
sure.
then you have.
Still
you know,
not sure how they get away with. Well, it's outside of the international
I'm sure,
lines, right?
yeah.
That they're dumping the trash. But you think about the cruise lines and how many millions of gallons or
even
cubic feet
yeah.
of garbage is dumped.
So like a small
every
city,
day.
you got a few thousand people on one of those big cruise ships. They're generating a lot of trash.
Do you think they separate out the?
I don't
wet
know.
garbage doesn't really matter.
Some of them, any American flag one will, but there aren't any American flag. There's only 1 or 2 American flag cruise ships.
Yeah, we can have all the regulations here, but if nobody's held accountable.
And all these, you know, third world countries like Canada pumping raw sewage into Puget Sound.
Right across the line from,
Yeah, there's
from
another
San Juan Island.
plastic trip.
That always made me laugh. Living in Victoria, it was a real joke for how many years we were just pumping all the Victoria sewage.
But you know, yeah, but
right through the pipe.
raw sewage is not as much of a problem as the plastic trash is.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, there's still a lot of fish. I did a lot of diving in that area, so there's still a lot of fish around there.
And we're seeing tons of this stuff out here, and all we can see, you know, and all we can see is what? If it's really big, you might, I mean, really big, like that 16 cubic foot chunk of styrofoam that we saw. You might see that from a mile away, but might. In glassy, smooth conditions like it was that day.
Oh yeah, we definitely see
These
more
fishing
when
net
it's-
floats, the orange floats, you see them from 200 feet, 300 feet max.
Yeah.
And those are big orange balls. So
And we haven't diverted.
no, and we're not diverted
To
either.
see, I mean, maybe a
Once or
a
twice.
couple of points off, but it's not like
Yeah.
we're going out of our way to find the stuff. This is the stuff that's just in our path as
Yeah.
we've been.
I don't know about you, but I can only see the, smaller than a bread box, not more than 100 feet from the boat in any direction. So, we spend, 4 or 5 hours watching a day, but not even that. That's a long time to spend out here watching.
Well, yeah, it
counting.
is, but that if the weather's
There's
nice,
another
that's
blue.
what we've been doing.
Another blue plastic lid. So we spend 4 hours a day watching what we can see within 100 feet of the boat on our course, because we're going someplace. We're not going to deviate our course just to look at trash in the water.
No.
And,
Well, we don't want to use fuel to divert so we can go look at trash.
yeah, let's just,
But I don't see, at this point, I don't see there's so much stuff. I don't think there's any way you can clean it up.
No, and most of it is sunk down below the surface. It may not be all the way on the bottom, but it's below the surface where you can't see it.
So is there any kind of an answer, you think?
The answer is,
Just be smarter
the
about it?
answer is to be smarter about the packaging for the because most of it is, other than the fishing stuff, it's packaging.
What was that commercial we saw, like back in the early 50s with the mom with the milk bottle, and she was talking about how convenient it was to have milk in a carton now?
Yeah, to throw the carton away instead of
And water bottles.
plastic
What's up
water
with the
bottles.
water bottles?
Now, what's up with the plastic water bottles? You see people taking off on a cruise from Hawaii. You used to see it all the time. Yeah, they go and buy cases of 16-ounce bottled water in plastic bottles and take them down to the boat. What's up with that? Especially in Hawaii, the water that comes out of the tap is as good as anything you're going to buy.
Well, I think you're assuming, well,
I used to always just go, well, we're paying for it. There's a plastic bucket lid, a blue one over there.
yeah.
I used to just assume, oh, it's $1.25 for a quart of this water. It must be better, but it's not. It's not. It's not any better. In fact, it may not be as good.
Especially if it's not bottled in Hawaii.
Yeah.
The
water that comes out of our water maker is about as good as it's going to get. So you're not going to get anything better by buying water in plastic bottles. But we don't have any drink containers. We have we have nothing.
Just our plastic water bottles.
Just the ones that we have on deck here to
I
drink out
noticed
of.
that one's tied this time.
Yeah. Guys, down. Okay. Let's see. Back up. Food containers. Food containers.
Well, this is going to take longer than I thought to put all the pictures and coordinates and lists and stuff together for UH.
We're going to have a heck of a report for them guys, aren't we?
I kind of wasn't counting on there being this much. I was hoping anyway.
Oh, come on, we knew. Well,
yeah.
we're looking more, so we're seeing more this time, but we knew it was out here.
Yeah, but the frequency, the average is like a small bit of every minute or two.
Those floats, yeah, those fishing floats, you've seen dozens of them. Dozens. In the last 2 weeks. Around the islands, not that much, but hardly any trash around the islands. But as soon as we got up to about, 30, 32 degrees, it was everywhere.
Yeah, it started increasing.
It was everywhere. We haven't seen any ships out here, by the way. I haven't seen any. Have you seen any at night?
No.
No lights, no nothing, just that one fishing boat. Oh, there's another orange ball out there, off the port.
Got it. All right, that should come right up beside us.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, let me go grab the camera.
Okay. Just a quick shot of the sunset while Laura's up on the foredeck wrestling with the jib because we're getting our sails down. Yeah, we're getting our sails down because it doesn't look too good over there. windward. We just got hit with a squall. Sunset anyway. We're going to reduce sail, but taking in a little bit more than we might otherwise have done. Okay, gotta go.